humans, welcome back to my channel. For those of you that don't know me, my name is Amy and I make all sorts of weird and wonderful videos, normally surrounding beauty, lifestyle, that kind of thing. So if this is something that you're interested in, feel free to hit the subscribe button down below and hit the bell icon so you don't miss any of my future uploads, and maybe think about giving this video a share and a like so more people can see it. Today I am bringing you a makeup haul and first impressions, more specifically a Tarte makeup haul. This package arrived at my house about an hour ago. I've only opened it to see what products are inside it because I forgot, quite frankly, what I'd ordered. But other than that, I have not tried anything in here. I have no idea what any of the products are going to be like. So let's dive in. Bit of background, I don't know how often they do it, but I think it's like every 6 months or so, Tarte will do a one-day sale where you can get 7 full-size products for £56. Now, full disclosure, that is a little bit misleading because, as you'll see, normally 2 of the products are like a tool and a bag, like a beauty bag of some description. So really, what you're actually paying for is like 5 products at £10 each and then £6 worth of tat, which I think is fine because Tarte products are normally a bit more in the mid-tier price range. So for me, being able to get 5 Tarte products for £50 and then spending a little bit extra was fine. I didn't pay for delivery, and because of all the COVID situation that's going on at the moment, obviously deliveries are being a bit more delayed than usual. So I think I ordered this. Let me check when I ordered it actually. So I actually ordered this on the 17th of June. And it took a very long time to get here. It was supposed to get delivered yesterday, but I was at work, so I didn't receive it. But that's still like well over 2 weeks for it to get to my house, which is a bit shit, but hey ho, we'll live with it. I've never tried any Tarte products before actually, so this is gonna be really interesting for me to see what the products are like and whether I need to explore the brand more. So this is what the box came like. Really nicely presented. I love purple, it's one of my favorite colors, and I'm a sucker for tissue paper, as we all know. And inside here you can see all the products that I got. I'm actually just going to put this on the floor because it's really awkward to hold. So I thought a really good selection of products on the website. It catered to a lot of different skin tones. I will say once I got past the base products, the selection did become a bit more limited. I think a lot of popular colors had sold out, so that's something to bear in mind if that's something that you want to do in the future. So for me, I will start in the order that I bought them, and then I'm going to do a first impressions application on my face, and I'll come back in and check with you guys later on in the day to see how it is held up. So the way the website works is that it takes you through almost like 7 stages of your makeup. So I think it starts with base products, then it went to, let me check. So you did a base product, you did a color product for your skin, you did an eye product, you did a mascara, a lip product, and then you've got a tool and a bag to keep it all in. So the first product that I picked up is the Shape Tape foundation. This is the matte version in the shade Fair Sand. I've heard really good things about obviously the Shape Tape concealer. I've never actually tried it, and I figured the foundation could be worth a go. They also do a hydrating version of this. But obviously with me having, as you can see, ridiculously oily skin, I'm in the middle of like a really bad reaction to something, just in case anybody thinks they need to put a really shitty comment down below. It's not necessary. I know my face looks a bit weird right now. Thank you for that. But I thought I would like to give this a go. See what it's like, really. Next up, I bought the Tarte Amazonian Clay Blush. This is in the shade Exposed. Everybody knows this shade. I have been looking for like a really good, like everyday long wearing blush, and I've heard really good things about this. So this supposedly lasts for 12 hours. Obviously my skin will really put that to the test, but I thought it would be a good one to go for. It's a nice neutral color and it will work really well with pretty much any makeup look. Again, with the colour products, there seemed to be a really good selection. When I went on, they didn't have any bronzers. It was mostly blushers and kind of highlights, which I'm not really a big highlight fan, and I would have gone for a bronzer if they had one. but at least when I went on there they didn't seem to have that much selection. But I really wanted to try the clay blushes anyway, so I'm glad I got to pick one. I think where the 7 for £56 deal fell down was with their selection of eye products. For me, I am like a palette girl or a cream eyeshadow stick. They didn't seem to have any of those on the website. It was pot eyeshadows, glitters and individual eyeshadows, but I did manage to snaffle one of the last Tarteist Pro To Go palettes. So this is a mini 6-pan eyeshadow palette with what appears to be 3 mattes and 3 shimmers in a variety of neutral shades. So I'm really looking forward to trying this out. Then you moved on to mascara. You basically got to pick from the entire mascara range, and everything seemed to be in stock when I went there. So I went for the Light Camera Lashes mascara, 4-in-1 mascara, and I've got the what appears to be the Christmas flamingo version. I'm not mad about that, even though we are in July, but I'm a fan of flamingos and it does look really cool on the packaging. I've heard really good things about Tarte mascaras, so I was happy to give any of them a try. I mostly picked this because, I mean, well, it's got flamingos on it. And then finally for the actual makeup products was my lip colour choice. This is the Tarte Rainforest of the Sea Colour Splash Lipstick in the shade Colada. I can't remember what colour this is. I really don't know, so we'll see when I come to putting it on my face what colour it actually is. I think I went for a nude, but I'm not 100% certain. There were a lot of different formulations of lipsticks. However, a lot of them focus on liquid lipsticks, which is not my preferred formulation. And then when you got into actual lipsticks, the colour selections were questionable at best. There was this really bright fiery orange that I was really interested in, but I already have like 7 bright fiery oranges because that's all I wear normally on a day-to-day basis unless I am at work. So I think I went for a nude. I think we'll see when I get into actually doing the makeup. And then just if you're interested, I got the Tassel makeup bag because I like the pattern on it. I think it's supposed to be lips, but I'm not certain. They look a bit like seagulls to me. And I went for the Tarte The Shaper contouring sponge, which I will be using in my makeup application. So I'm gonna go wet this and then I'll be right back. The sponge poofed up a little bit, but not a huge amount. It's quite flat, as you can see, and it's got a little bit of a pointy bit on the end, a little bit of a round bit on the end, and then a flat edge here, which is really interesting. I think it is designed more for people who like cream contour, which I don't do a lot because I'm lazy. But I mean, it'll be interesting to see how it applies to the foundation. First impression of the foundation, like I said, I got the shade Fair Sand, which was described on the website as, I think, fair with yellow undertones. That looks was it fair? I think it was light with neutral with yellow undertones. This looks really pale. Oh my god, that's gonna be interesting. I do have quite a red face at the moment, so this should be very interesting. Oh, it's a twisty job. Oh, okay. No, I should have expected that. I should have expected this. Obviously, it's like, what's that? It's the Revolution one. You know how they have their foundation that's like packaged like a concealer? That's what this is. I don't know why I expected a pump. That's my fault. I expected a pump and I don't know why. So this should be interesting. Okay, this is way too pale. I mean, at least it'll suit me in winter, I suppose. Oh dear. This is the problem, is that I think I've probably put too much on now already. I think I'm really pale, and then I put tan on my face, and then buy foundations for when I'm really pale. So therefore, I don't have any foundations that actually match my tan. Shout out to my friend Jennifer Devine, repping me there. Every time we go on nights out, she always has to bring darker foundation for me because I forget that actually when I put tan on, I go a normal human colour rather than my pale garbage self. So I'm just going to try and blend this in with the sponge. The coverage looks pretty decent, however, this sponge is trash for blending in foundation, but then I'm not convinced that that's what it's for. because it's not really blending it, it's just kind of smashing it into my face because the sponge is not really that soft. It's covering up the redness quite well. I could be here for a while. Okay, so we can safely agree that this foundation is the wrong colour for me when I have any sort of colour on. However, I don't hate it. I mean, you can see really badly like where my skin has reacted to, won't name the product because I'll get sued by the company, but where it has adhered really badly to the patches of my skin that are basically looking a bit fried right now, to be quite fair. I think I'm gonna have to get a brush. This sponge is doing nothing. It's almost like solid in the middle, and I feel like it's just like I'm just hitting things off my face, and it's not really, it's just mashing it into my face rather than actually blending it. So I think I'm either gonna have to get my Real Technique sponge or a brush. BRB. Okay, where do I start? So the sponge is trash. Should have just got, frankly, anything else. I don't hate how the foundation looks. I think we can safely agree that it is the wrong colour for me when I have tan on. However, when I don't have tan on, it would be quite good. It has not done anything at all to cover any of the areas where my skin has essentially been fried by the reaction to said product. However, the coverage is not terrible, it's a solid medium. It was easier to apply with a brush than it was a sponge, but I think that's to do with it being quite a matte, grippy foundation. And I do have a relatively grippy primer on underneath, which I forgot to bring downstairs with me because I'm a great content creator. So overall, I'm not against it. I think my skin needs to be in better condition for me to be able to use this foundation, but a lot can be said for the fact that my skin right now is garbage. I also put on my under eye concealer upstairs, which I did bring down. It's the Benefit Boing Cakeless Concealer. I am just going to set everything with a bit of powder and make all the other products easier to blend. I'm using the Fenty Beauty Invisimatte powder. Cracking powder this, by the way. Just I know we're doing a Tarte test, however, I would really rate this powder because it's one of the only things that actually works on my blimmin' skin. Right, now that I look like something more human, I'm gonna go in with a bit of bronzer. This is the Too Faced Natural Face palette, just to give my face a little bit of warmth and bring me back to life after the foundation has decided that it was going to be the wrong colour for me. This is probably not or you could say it's actually a very good day to be doing a foundation test and a brand test when your skin is garbage, because if it works when your skin's not exactly playing ball, oh, it's just stuck to my, I don't think I set that bit properly, so now I just have a massive patch of bronzer on my face. Yay. If it works on your skin when you're having a bad skin day, then it will work for you, in theory, anytime. So, next I will go with the Amazonian Clay Blush in the shade Exposed. It was quite weighty. Oh, I don't know why I was expecting it to be lighter than that, but hey, looks like something I will wear pretty much every day because I am basic and I never change anything. But hey ho, aren't most of us. Trying to balance this on my leg like a proper YouTuber and not doing a very good job. And I've picked the wrong brush as well, which is really helpful. So, let's see what this looks like on my already quite red face. Okay, you guys probably can't see anything because my face is quite red anyway. However, I can, and I think that is beautiful. It's like a really nice kind of beigey pink, which means it's going to look really good on a variety of skin tones. It's not a particularly deep colour, so it will look good in your pale girls. If you're much deeper, if you're anything like in the deeper spectrum, I think this could look quite interesting on you. I don't know whether it's going to look good or bad. I have no idea. But on us, well, me pale to medium skin toned people, I think that's lovely. And I will quickly whiz through my eyebrows and I will come back when I have done them. And I'm back. Eyebrows are done, thank God. For reference, if you're interested, Soap and Glory Archery, my ride or die, because I'm lazy, and it's 2-in-1, as we've discussed multiple times in this video. It's what the palette looks like. Ooh. Oh, she's magnetic. Okay. A decent sized mirror. What appears to be a decent selection of mattes and shimmers there. I think I'm gonna go for a really basic bitch look. So let's first start with this color here, which is Drive. It looks to be like a mauvey taupey kind of color. I'm then gonna move into, I think I might do, yeah, I'm gonna do basic. So I'm gonna go into Crisp, which is a slightly warmer kind of cookie dough color, I suppose. And I'm just gonna buff this on the outer V and in my actual crease. And then I'm gonna use the shade Boss, which is kind of a coppery shimmer color. I'm gonna press that all over the lid. Okay, that is my favorite shade that I've used. Wow, she's pretty. And then I am just gonna take a little bit more of Crisp and I'm just gonna go underneath my lower lash line. I'll replicate that on the other eye and I'll be back in a second. BRB. And I'm back. Well, safe to say that's my favourite product so far. I think that's going to be going into my everyday rotation. Next up, I will be using the 4-in-1 Lights camera lashes, which I can't even get out of the packaging, which is really good to start. Oh, interesting packaging. I've never had a mascara that's had like a jacket before, so I mean that's quite interesting. I've heard nothing but good things about Tarte mascaras, so this should be interesting. And I have the world's most pathetic lashes, so if they're going to work for, if it's going to be a challenge for anybody's lashes, it'll be a challenge for mine. I don't hate it. It's not clumpy at all. It's definitely fanning and giving some volume. So that's the before, that's the after. And finally, last but not least, the lipstick, which yay is in a nude shade, because if it wasn't, I'd have been struggling. I love that packaging. It's from the Rainforest of the Sea collection, so it's got this cool kind of wave packaging. I am confident in that click closure, and I appear to have gone for a brown shade. I don't wear brown lipstick, so this should be interesting. It's very creamy. Okay, then never mind, this just looks like my actual lips. Well, very creamy, easy to apply, not anything special in the shade, but you know, I don't think there was a lot of choice, so we'll go with what we've given. So that's the full face on. I think overall I'm really impressed. I think my favourite product would definitely have to be the little eyeshadow palette. I think that looks great. I'm hoping it lasts really well. My least favourite product has got to be this piece of garbage, because I mean, wasn't even worth it. The foundation looks okay, just my skin is terrible at the moment and it is the wrong colour for me. I like the blush, that will be going into frequent rotation. The mascara is lovely. I'm just hoping that it keeps my lashes in the way it looks right now. And I think the lipstick could be a really good handbag one for me. It's an easy colour to wear. It'll look good every day with most makeup looks. So nothing to complain about there. So I'm gonna leave this on for the rest of the day and I will check back in with you guys later today. Okay, it's really late. It's 4 o'clock in the afternoon, so I will check in with you guys as soon as I can and I will see you later. Back after barely 3 hours and I feel like I need to take this makeup off my face. I know I have pretty crap skin at the moment because of the reaction I had, but even still, like, it's completely seeped into my pores and I primed really well. It's creasing all around my mouth. It looks really dry on my forehead. It's gotten really oily even though it's supposed to be a matte foundation. So I'm not that impressed with the foundation, to be honest. The sponge I've already thrown away. The rest of my makeup I think looks good. So I absolutely love the mascara and the little eyeshadow palette. The lipstick lasted surprisingly well, but it's not like a matte formulation, so it's never going to be the longest wearing in the world. But I mean, it's still relatively on my lips right now, and I've been eating and drinking and things. It's not done too bad. And then the blush I really like as well. Really good colour payoff, and it looks really good. It'll look really good with most makeup looks. So, I mean, all in all, I had more hits than misses, but I mean, my face looks terrible right now. I would say my experience with the Tarte one-day sale has been relatively positive. I would definitely say do your research into the products before you buy them. Make sure you read the reviews or watch YouTube videos on your favourite products. Make sure that you're not just buying it because it's something that's on sale. Actually get it because it's something that you want or you're going to use or enjoy. And then I would get in quick because the shades the popular shades do tend to sell out really quickly. But other than that, that was my Tarte first impressions and haul. If you've enjoyed the video, hit the like button below, subscribe, do all that good stuff, hit the bell, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye.